was last session yesterday. So
It's been a while. Been a little while. Just like
quick
usually.
recap of the Bloodlords campaign. Last time you had just finished a magical ritual granted to you by Berlina Haldoli to improve your connection to the necromantic energies, strengthening your bodies. That you started preparing for your journey south, your duty to investigate a hag called Iron Tavia in the Axon Woods, connected to the Graveclaw and the poisoning plots. Making preparations to leave, you met with the headmaster of the Builders League to have some improvements made to the mansion. You made some purchases in town and said goodbye to your connections there. With Walker, you set out on the road south until you came upon the first way station called the Risen Retreats, a fanciful, high-class, almost like a spa for undead. Here, Walker left the group, heading back to Grey Dirge, collecting a group of dead socialites on behalf of Berlina, and you rested the daylight and went to your respective bedrooms, other than Ostion, who stayed in the main lobby, public area. Yes, and we begin at the dusk of the day. What do you wish to do?
We probably take a breakfast and go do our journey. And this crow has nothing he wants to do.
I would say we quite quickly move on.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it will take in general until we get there?
It'll be like another day to Corpselight, so and then like the Corpselight is quite near to the woods, like maybe a few hours more.
Yeah. Cool.
So you, for those that wish breakfast, you grab a meal. There's various.
Any bones on offer at breakfast?
No bones for regular consumption. And you set back out on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Continuing to Corpselight, I assume.
Yes.
We go north, just straight north, and continue to go north.
You come back to Greater pretty quick if you head back north.
I mean, like straight north.
West, south, somewhere.
We go take the road towards our destination.
We go to Absalom.
I don't please still follow the same road.
A couple months later. You head back on the road. You still see in the horizon the last remnants of the sun disappearing. So, Mai, you feel comfortable removing your protection. You set on the road. Like these roads actually are well traveled. You often see various carriages pass by. Not many people on foot like you are. You see once more, now that you know to recognize them, a group of 4 more skeletons actually head north. Riding on skeletal horses that are also wearing like chain armor that you hear like rustling in the wind. All of them like turn to you with a dead stare, almost like investigating you. But you are not stopped, and you pass them by without issue. And then after, if there's no conversation you wish to have on the road, then
We'll probably comment on after that. It seems like Grey Dirge will be a battlefield if this goes on. From what I've heard of the living there, they are quite discontent and they will not just surrender to the socialites.
A slaughter, I'm sure.
Much possible. Although the church might pack the living, and they do have powerful magic.
I don't know if the church would risk their position in Grey Dirge for a losing cause.
Not for losing one, but if Berlin indeed has left the city further away, she is not in control there. Well, her people surely still keep hold of
What are
some of
you
her power.
suggesting? That
No.
the humans rise against Gem himself?
Who should
Even
rise
if they,
against?
the living, the humans organizations of the living. He
Hmm.
owns this land. Even if they take Grey Dirge, then what? Consent.
Gep
Innumerable.
himself has not concerned him with at such a low level yet.
Grey Dirge is one of the big cities, is it not? Is that
It
low
is.
level if the living claim a city in his land?
From what I've gathered, this whole thing has started in Mekata, and they have not been able to stop it there yet. So it seems Gep has not concerned himself with the matter.
What's your
As
answer to
close.
this? I have not heard from Mekata.
Oh, that's what I heard. I believe Berlin said it. So,
Yeah, she did make mention of that. Yes.
but nevertheless, we should be on our guard and careful when we turn. The good news is that when I traveled around the town, the living and the dead did know of our deeds in defeating the gangs. So no matter who comes on top, we should be somewhat safe and respected.
Okay, yeah, and with ending the discussion, you do see the road or the fields have been quite empty after you've left the outskirts of Grey Dirge, and while there were sparse zombie herds still, it was mostly unpopulated until you do slowly see more and more movements in the horizon, more hordes, seemingly unminded, and also you start coming upon first one and then a couple. I would say buildings, but they're not quite buildings. They're like
Arms? Like, what are we?
Yeah, they're like almost like containment areas. They're like opened. They have a solid base of stone, but then there's a large containment with metal bars, thick metal bars, where you can look into. No visible ceiling. As you look into these are almost like the size of like a small street. Sometimes you see looking within various sectors easily identified. You see like long rows of beds. They are populated by people, living people. You see some just resting. You see various groups walking about together, talking. You see actually in one sector you see like almost like a group of them sitting like in rows of chairs and listening to another humanoid. But as you like walk past, you notice that this humanoid doing the talking is a undead. You see a gaunt face, and Mai and Crow, you recognize him to be a vampire.
How far have you traveled at this point? I missed that.
So this is after a long stretch of hours. So you think you would get pretty close to Corpselight. And as you think on this, you do see far on the horizon. You start seeing the beginnings of a town.
Were these people here in such accommodations when you left? When you were here last? Casual.
Why, of course, they're cattle.
Yeah, I should think
guessing
on
what I
this.
find.
Yeah, you do clearly recognize this as like human cattle, but the state of the farms has like seemingly drastically changed. Like when you like remember being here, the humans were locked up in small cages, almost treated very differently from how they are now. The living conditions here seem to be quite decent. Like there's clean linens on the beds. You see some of them like carrying books. They appear to be like having conversations with each other, which they didn't really do before. They seem to be quite dulled when you interacted with them. Yeah, so this is quite a change.
They seem to have improved their living conditions, at least in this area. Oh,
Somebody's at the door. Keep playing.
Okay. Oh, I mean, there's not how much I'll be
Well,
there. So
I guess I'll be right back as well. One sec. Anyway, so the word I was thinking of was actually enclosures. Yeah, definitely reminds you of like enclosures of like animals, but and yeah, all things considered, very decent living conditions.
Yeah, man, it's like books. That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it's too good.
And as you get closer to town, you start getting a better look at the buildings. The architecture is very different from what you've come to know of Grey Dirge. These buildings, mostly residential, it seems like, built with stonework. Like you see brickwork, dark bricks with a lot of sloped roofs. It's quite populated. Like even in the outstretches, you see various chimneys with smoke reaching out of them. And you start entering the town of Corpselight.
Nice. How is it there? There's no art for Corpselight, Jacko. This is a disgrace. Right
No
to the
art,
people.
no map, no anything.
No map. This is.
Use your imagination.
They clearly don't expect us to spend any time here. Let us move on. They didn't put enough work into it for us. Okay.
What
do you wanna
so
do?
it's very small. It's very small. You said, right? It's like a 10th of Grey Dirge?
So it is still a town. You do see a lot of activity, but it is in fact like almost like a village. You know, about 1,000 people maybe live here. It's hard to say exactly.
Okay, so like, if we look at Grey Dirge map, what portion of that would be like about this?
About a 10th.
Okay, about a 10th. So like one district of Grey Dirge, basically.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe even smaller.
Probably smaller than one district of Grey Dirge.
And this is no.
And Grey Dirge is very packed, like construction-wise. Here you see the buildings more sparse. There's almost like one main street with some alleyways. You see like small neighborhoods of buildings.
This place didn't have walls or anything, right? We just kind of walked along.
No, it's not a wall.
And it's most of the people or creatures, whatever, dead we see. Are they like all dead? Are they some mixtures?
You're looking around, you see mostly undead, yes. You see like small pockets of living, but no, the vast majority are zombies, ghouls. You do see like various groups of people that you would think to be living on first glance, but like they're sunken in cheeks, and you see the red eyes that's Mai and Crow also have.
Well, where do we go?
What time of day is it? Or night, I guess is the appropriate.
It's about a little over like halfway through the night. You have like 2 hours before the sun starts coming up.
So this would be pretty late time to talk to the one place. Or pretty early.
Middle of the night? Be like talking to someone in like the early afternoon then, right?
Well, I mean, it's about to be sunlight, right? 2 hours of sunlight. It's like
Yeah, there's like 2 hours left. It's like after
Okay.
you definitely crossed over the
It's
the
where
latter
everyone's
half
when
of the
everyone's
night.
like having drinks, I guess, right? It's like in the evening. Sometimes that's the best time to find information.
I believe a good time would be to inform. We should perhaps inform the local lord that we have arrived, and leave it to them to arrange the meeting. It's the most respectful way of handling this.
Well, where are they?
Catherine, where would we find someone would work for them, and could we inform them of this?
I wouldn't know whether like man or whatever the fuck it's called is, right? The Blood Lords.
It's been a long time, and you are
Maybe
unsure.
10 years,
Like
a
that
lot.
night was very hazy for you. Yeah,
if I
but
see,
And yeah, I
wait,
wasn't really in the
let me
village much
see
before.
something real quick.
if
I was mostly
Maya or Catherine or whatever doesn't respond, Oshun kind of like goes over to like a random undead in the street,
Okay.
and then like
Yeah, you come upon like a ghoul actually doing some gardening
oh, that's nice
in the front yard.
in the dark, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be like, where is the Blood Lord?
He looks at you and says, he doesn't exactly move around. Keep walking, you'll see where you need to go.
Okay, I keep walking in the direction I'll say.
Yeah, you do get the impression that the ghoul was very surprised by the question, and as you like move past him, as a group, like he does, like follow you. He stops his activities for a little bit and watches you go down the
Very
street.
exciting people.
Like, does he like follow us
course.
for a while, or like follow us for a moment?
No, he just with his eyes. He remains
Okay.
at his house, but yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you keep walking. The village does seem to come up on like almost like a small circular plaza. And you see like a fountain in the middle with the statue of a wolf that is like in the middle of like tearing someone in two. And as you take a moment to look around, you do see on one side of this plaza is clearly the biggest building in the village. What looks to be a church, like a church building. You see like the clock tower, a large, longer horizontally than vertically, brick walled building with like tall windows adorning it, and the doors are closed, but you do see that the windows that at first glance they are depicting various scenes, but yeah, they look to be made out of like the same scarlet glass that you're familiar with. Yeah, and as you stand there, looking around, taking in the plaza, you do actually see that there's an individual that is going in the opposite direction of you. They are. It's hard to see their face because they have a hood on, and they seemingly start passing you, but then very swiftly they actually do like a sidestep and so that they appear in front of you or in front of you as a group. And he says, "Rangers." As he lifts off the hood, you see a catfolk, like brown fur. The thing that immediately strikes you is his eyes are also gleaming red, and like alongside the eyes are like tattoos of more eyes. You see around each eye are three more like designs of eyes.
Is there
He says,
a god or something that would would be about lots of eyes, like which depictions match a lot of eyes?
You said God. Do you mean God?
Oh, God, or
like
anything
a
like
guard,
that.
like an organization.
You saying a
Give
God?
me a...
Or are you
Yeah,
saying
God, a god.
Oh, a
A
god.
god,
Okay.
God,
or
like
like
a
some
god.
a faction or something like.
The many-eyed gang.
Yeah, give
Like
me...
we have the four
so-
fingers, we have the four-eyed gang. Every place is a different four thing. Like the four-eyed gang, the four-fingered, four toes, four-hard gang.
Yeah, you know, there's various gods and deities that use eyes as part of their symbols and ideology. You know, for example, Desna, like the traveler, is a butterfly with many eyes on her many eyes on her wings. You also know of various outer sphere gods. You know, the stranger ones that you've heard of, like that are monstrous in like physical form, that were like with many tentacles and with eyes on them. Yes, and as he slowly lifts his hood and he says, "Rangers, what can Corpselight offer you?"
Crow takes like good look through them, like through him, like.
Okay, well, if Crow's taking like a while, then Austrian then will like say, "Where is the blood?"
You seek an audience with the master.
The Austrian slow nod.
We are here to. Yes, we are here to meet with the master. I believe. Who would you be? Who would you be?
You may call me Atites. I serve the master you seek.
Well, in that case, you may tell your master that a letter was sent in advance of our arrival, and the master should know who we are.
Interesting. All right. Give me a make an impression.
Wait, no. I'm trying to remember when she wrote the letter. Did she not use Mai's actual name in it?
No, she didn't use anyone's
No.
name.
I thought she didn't do description, but she gave names.
No.
No,
She didn't give
like
either.
she kept it explicitly
Literally
vague.
nothing. Man, that's
Yeah.
so fake. Why would they just...
Yeah.
These people will show up. Okay. I would never allow that if I was Blood. I'd be like, you fucking give me their fucking names. What do you mean 4 people show up?
Okay, yeah, I'll take that for now.
Well, he says, well then, if you will wait by the door, I will inform the master, and he will be granted permission. I think. And he like you see both of his hands are like hidden within this dark thick cloak. But yeah, he turns around and starts moving towards this church. And as you follow, you see the church windows are depicting more scenes of bloody messes, bodies laying there. You see a common thread in these windows is one single individual standing there, arms raised, also soaked in blood. He's not wearing a crown of thorns, no.
Okay.
Yeah, and as you are left by this catfolk at the tables or like at the doors, there is a moment where you're alone. And after after like a minute and a half, the doors open. First, seemingly without anyone actually moving them, but you can see in the corner there's a person with heavy pulling on the rope that is opening the double doors for you. And now you can look inside of this church. You see that the main entryway or the main hallway almost is completely empty. It's like one large room, basically, very high ceiling. You can see like the scarlet light pouring into the room. Along the sides of the room are like low benches, like almost like lounging chairs with various individuals like draped over them. You see some have like some. It gives the impression of like a hookah bar basically. Yeah, you definitely get the attention as you walk in. You see on the opposite side of the room is like a like small raised podium. On the wall behind it are like these like this organ. There's these metal pipes that you can hear like music come out of.
Yeah. Is there any clear like religious symbology somewhere so we can like is it you said it looks like a church, but is there any like religious stuff that would make like see what if there's a deity?
You do. Yeah, give me a religion check.
About your abyss check. Any abyssal stuff in it?
You can try. Yeah.
I will hold. Yes. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm also interested in figuring out what god this would be, definitely.
Yeah. So my and Crow, you look around. You see on the stonework of the floor are various religious like scenes also depicted, like carved into the stone. This seems to be very old for one, and also seems to have been tampered with. You both can figure out this once upon a time was a church to Pharasma. So Pharasma is like outlawed basically in Gab. So you think this, at least part of this building, predates the rise of Gab as a nation. You don't see anything that would indicate like the worship of a new god. You just see like that people have, or like someone has changed the religious iconographies and stuff of Pharasma to almost like to mock it. Ostion, you're looking at these windows. You don't see much signs of anything that you recognize. There is one window that sparks your interest. It's the same individual, still like raising his arms in the air, and in the sky behind him is a creature with like dwarfing him in size, and they have these arms that end in sides. And you know this to be a creature that is also very much. There's not many things you think that's the creatures of the abyss respects. This would be one of them. This is a powerful lord of blood and death. You know them. Yeah, a name comes up within you as Achakek.
So we're gonna.
Oh, Achahakek. Yes, right.
I always have trouble with that pronunciation.
Yeah, right. It's Achahakek, I think.
Interesting. Cool.
Yeah, and so this low organ music is playing, and you see on the podium on the other side of the building is a large chair with a back that is really higher than it has any reason to be, like built into the pipes of this organ, with a individual sitting on it, like lounging back. The person is completely bald, with powerful red eyes and a stare as he watches you come in. Even from your brief interaction with him, you recognize this to be, the vampire that you met at that night, Averon Blood Oath.
Yeah, I guess Ossian walk towards if no one else is.
Yeah, I'm probably also walk the walls.
Nice goatee though.
Yeah, so as you start walking in, he actually sits up in his chair lazily a bit and regards you. And well, this is quite a long walk to the stage. You hear like his voice powerfully coming through, saying, "So, I suppose this is the group I was warned of. Please be welcomed in the church of Blood Oath. My honorable
Right.
guests.
Crow gives a
Of my-
light chuckle to the Church of Blood, like friendly chuckle. We thank you for welcoming us, Great Blood Lord. Oh, Great Blood Oath. What do you prefer to be addressed as?
He looks at you, Crow, says, I do not like dealing with mongrels. But I suppose I will entertain you with the protection you have bought yourself with. You may call me Master, you may call me Bloodlord. He takes a moment to savor it. Blood Oath. But the interesting question is, what do I call you?
I am Crow. These are my acquaintances, Catherine and Ostian.
Well, the audience is yours. You have bought my time. Please, make it worth it. As he stares into your eyes. Can you give me a wisdom save, Crow?
Wisdom
All of you
save.
see, as he leans forward,
yeah.
his eye, Will. His eye starts, like you see like a flash of red.
Think I have.
Yeah, it's definitely charming you right now.
Yeah, give me.
I recognize that spell.
As this happens, you do see, like beside him is the same catfolk that's like on his right hand side, like standing next to the table. You see the organ player is this vampire, clearly recognizable. Not his appearance is very different from what you know of standard vampires. His teeth are elongated. All of his teeth are elongated, crooked, like spilling out of his mouth almost. He's playing the organ with also similarly outstretched fingers with long nails on them, and he's like hunched over as he's performing this. You also see in the corner, not on the stage, is a person dressed in seeming like a religious outfit, like robes, like dark robes, with lines of red. Yeah, that is just taken in this conversation as it happens.
Okay. Yeah, I thought I got it
I
already, but
recognize-
apparently it's only level 7 that I get the thing where if I roll success, I get a crit success.
Mm.
Oh well.
Oh, just
Shame.
roll a crit success now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, easy crit success.
So you wants to know if you recognize anything?
Let
And,
me
yeah, do I
use a
recognize,
hero
like-
point on this one.
Okay. Do I recognize like the other vampire that tossed me out?
The other vampire that tossed you out, the ones that you have most dealing with, like the knights, comes back to you, and yes, it was this tabaxi standing on the stage.
No.
He doesn't seem
Yep.
to recognize you in your form.
Yeah.
You are drowned in his eyes, Crow. You feel this man of power look into you, judge you, and you get this sense that you want him to respect you. You like the same way you respect him, and yeah, your attitude towards him becomes less guarded, more friendly, as if you've known him for longer.
Okay.
Yeah, as if you're trying to help him with the answers that he seeks. Yeah, and so he asks, and what is your business here?
We are here to track down a particular individual that goes by the name Iron Tavia. She has been her people under her, or people that used to worked for her, caused a lot of trouble back in Cradurge. And we are here to deal with the culprit behind it all.
Okay, so seeing as your charms, yeah, you are being truthful mostly. It doesn't stop you from presenting it in the manner that you want it. So give me a make an impression check.
Ooh, this is where you roll good.
Nice.
Nice.
Crow still
Yeah,
did have a
actually,
job.
as you say, his eyes wide and he like almost like backhands the stomach of this tabaxi who like grunts in pain a little bit as he laughs appropriately. They're looking for that old crow in the forest. Isn't that adorable? So, 3 little sheep in front of me, presenting themselves to be slaughtered. I might as well end your existence here, save you the trouble.
You believe we wouldn't be unable to achieve the mission handed to us?
As I
Too
swivel
much.
over to you. If you bring a gift, play nice with the old croon, perhaps she will let you live, perhaps she will even grant you what you seek. But the trees themselves wish to bind you, make you never leave.
Then that is something we have to get over. If you have any advice to us, Lord Master Pladout.
You say your name is Crow, perhaps fly over it.
Unfortunately, such powers are not available to everyone in my party. Nor me, for that matter.
Your partner, you introduce yourself. The other two are being rude.
I apologize for them, but that is how they act. They do not mean any more disrespect than to anyone else they interact with. They lack the manners.
Your tongue flaps, but it is silvery. And he kind of looks at you, Ostion. You have lost yours. The pains of losing what once made you human. His eyes swivel back to you, Mai. What of you? In your form, just double checking, your humanoid form, you still have the red eyes, right?
Yeah, I'm clearly still a
signify you.
vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm clearly still a vampire. I'm
What
just
of
like,
you, lovely young lady?
Wait. I feel like I'm missing some context. Like, what is he asking? Like,
To speak up, basically. To introduce yourself.
Kathleen. A follower and champion of Agafoa.
Dreadfully boring. So this is you. I mean, you're not lying, of course, but you are trying to deceive with your appearance. Yeah, this situation. Can you give me a deception check?
Sure.
I'll give you like a circumstance bonus, of course.
I'll use a fucking
Easier.
reroll.
Okay.
I mean,
Nice.
One higher.
it's better than my reroll.
I can't believe how bad our rerolls do.
Every time, right? Every time.
So
yeah, so at first he doesn't seem to question it at all, just like kind of slightly disappointed. But then Do you smell that, 8 Eyes? I smell deceit in the air. He slowly stands up, like looking at you with an bemused smile. And as he stands up, you see his form begins to change. Like his clothes, like a very, very fine robes, start melting into his body. And like his arms fall forward as this this large direwolf almost like lands with a heavy thud on the wooden podium. As it starts stalking forward towards you, you can see with its maw wide open, like behind the row of sharp teeth, is a heat emanating from it. You almost see like a semblance of fire, and you see from the teeth also drip some hot liquid almost. And yeah, so it jumps off the wooden stage and lands in front of you and starts sniffing in wolf form.
Yeah, she
sorry, go ahead.
definitely stiffens up, but like stops herself from immediately as drawing the sword. It's not unaware of the power difference here, even though I would say at this point she clearly hates it.
She's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
As this wolf starts circling you, like sniffing the air, you like from the stage, the tabaxi says, "Lies have no place in Corpselight. If there is deceit, I advise to speak up now, before our Bloodlord enacts his rightful punishment." You see like various like people like on the lounging chairs actually sit up interestedly now at this hubbub happening in the center of the room.
Was that like more addressed towards like Catherine or my director?
Kind of like into the air.
Okay.
They don't seem to have like noticed like specifically what's out of their master.
Yeah, I out of curiosity, with my shape changer's intuition, can I somehow like figure out if this is, because shape changer's intuition specifically is to see if it's transformed into another form when impersonating a specific creature. Which says to me I know if it's not its true form. So do I get the sense that this is like a transformation, or
as it gets close to you, normally a secret perception check. I should try to figure out its true form.
Yeah.
I think Osteon would. I mean, he's like kind of staring down like the whole time. But I think as like this Tabaxi says this, I think Osteon would like actually turn the sedge like an actual like intimidating glare as he kind of like fixates the Tabaxi like back as it like says this.
Okay.
So I don't sort of say anything. It doesn't look much different, but now for some reason I actually get drawn intimidation as opposed to.
Yeah, you're resisting this proclamation.
Yeah, I just stared him down.
Bro would like turn towards and look at Catherine to see how she reacts in the situation.
Okay, that is a success, Osteon.
Nice.
So yeah, you do see, Tabaxi like gonna like shrink a little bit, like he touch like the side of the chair that is now empty, like almost out of instinct, and yeah, he doesn't speak further. Ma, you're trying to keep your cool. Okay, give me another deception check.
Okay.
As you try
I
to, like,
do get just in general bonuses to deception due to my
of course.
heritage.
Yeah, so the rest of you do see like my presenting themselves as Catherine, like steal herself as if she is a champion of Ergothoa, and with a blank face as if she is undergoing this without too much like mental anguish. the wolf with a final circle, like stops like in front of you, and you're like a low growl. As moments later, the individual turns back into the form of Blood Oath and says, "This is not what I expected. I thought 3 cowardly, lambs were brought before me, hiding beneath the cloak of Haldoli. But I believe," and he looks at you, Mai, "we have found ourselves a wolf. Camouflage." He like grins at you now.
Yeah. Let's see here. Fear does nothing but stop you from indulging yourself in life and unlife. It is a useless emotion as compared to many others.
All that I agree, I suppose. But you know what is more powerful? Strength.
As it always has.
Alright, how about this? You will not be punished for your cloak if I propose, as a champion of your goddess, the protector of undeath, I invite you to battle one of my children, one of my spawn. If you are victorious, I will see this, let it slip through my fingers. I'll even show you where we can fight Lady Tavia. If you fail, you will show me who you truly are, and we will deal with whatever happens next. He says a final sentence with a sense of curtness, as opposed to like his general bemusedness.
My smiles and sure. It seems like the quickest way of dealing with things.
Oh, didn't this turn out to be interesting?
Indeed it has. I'll even let you choose. Are you brave enough to stand against one of my children alone? Or do you wish your allies to help you?
If you are still planning to have it only one of your children, I will face them alone.
Well, if your friends were to join in, I would throw in some of my recently spawned. But
yeah. If you're planning to have it be a bigger party, then I wouldn't mind at all.
Well, they could use the experience of drawing blood. Let's see if you have some remaining in your veins. He with like strength with one arm heaves himself back up on the wooden platform, claps his hands. Well, 8 Eyes, it seems I've need of your services once more. Entertain me, as you always do. And you see from the cloak, this catfolk draw forth a rapier. As he goes into like a fighting stance and slowly starts moving forward and then jumps off the stage. So,
can I also draw my weapon and he drew his weapon?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Is this going to be a party fight now or not?
Yeah. So
yeah, it's going to be a party fight.
Yeah, Crow would also then.
Oxygen blast him.
Crow also throw out his gun from like beneath his cloak at this point.
I blast him.
Alright, yeah, 1 second.
But before we
He
start
starts
combat,
dialoguing and just a fucking boat comes.
Before we start,
It's not looking. As he like draws his sword, you're both through the head. I'm like, well.
before we start, I'm going to get quickly my food.
So I'll describe briefly what it looks like. So you guys are positioned. I think my as you grew later, you're a little bit in front.
Yeah,
It's mostly theater in the
definitely.
mines. Just the tokens there for for reference. I'll reveal the tokens as you'll be fighting in a little bit. The catfolk is ready, like in an on guard stance almost. He's removed the cloak and he's
Wait,
wearing.
are the tokens supposed to be? I don't see any tokens.
Yeah, I'll
He
reveal
says
this.
he revealed it.
He will
okay.
reveal them.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so for the catfolk, the token of the monster doesn't fit. Just use your imagination from that. As
Vampire
um,
count.
the Bloodlord does go over to like a cellar door, like in the floor. He opens it up and shouts down, "Come, my children, it's time to feast." As he like lifts up like two creatures. They're humanoids, but as they are lifted up and like put on the floor of the church, you see they are quite rabid in their behavior, erratic. Like one of them is like almost on all fours. They all of them have the strong red eyes, and they're like looking for whatever they may attack. And I think once the catfolk sees this occur, he starts going into more of an aggressive motion. Mai and the rest, I believe you will also. I'll reveal these as well. As they start like behind,
I guess roll for
like,
initiative,
crawling.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, roll for initiative, please.
Ooh.
I'm not.
Fuck it, on it!
Mai, you are ready. You're like staring down this tabaxi, the one that that physically like kicked you out of Corpselight so many years ago, exiled you. There's still no recognition on their face, just like grim determination with a small smirk, like revealing one of the vampire teeth. As you're ready to rush forward and strike this catfolk, they are actually first to respond. Yeah, so they do in fact, with surprising speed, charge you.
Yeah.
And then your focus is on the rapier that they're holding out in front of them, but actually the attack comes from the other side, like this open hand trying to rend you. I'll say do you just have the bastard shield in two hands, or yeah, that's a good question. You could have had the defense activity if you wanted.
Okay, if I might probably would have gone with be more defensive in the beginning because it's a multi.
Okay.
If it was just 1-on-1, you probably would have just gone two-handed. But
now you're the
It
tank,
is
you
still a hit.
yeah,
Let me see for.
Mitch.
Yeah, so these sharp claws rend across your neck, dealing you what would be 13 slashing damage.
Okay, but I'll use my selfish shield to reduce that damage by 4, so I take 9.
Evil or negative. Bad choices.
I do evil damage.
More
then,
likely the negative to work.
And then as you feel that
It's a vampire.
blood starting to be spilled, it actually grabs onto like your neck, like you feel it digging into your neck as you're grabbed.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, but it is your turn as it's just like
At least not
looking
a
into your eyes.
Okay, I will just attempt to intimidate him.
Wow, man,
Yes.
it's so awkward. I already intimidated this guy. Fucking stupid flavor intimidated in the middle of
Yeah.
fucking his speech.
Give a shrill screech.
You will say it wasn't accurate. Ooh.
30.
Oh.
No,
Let me
surely
double
not.
check.
21 worked.
21 was a success, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like close.
Oh, he has -1 as well because he's in my my aura of
Despair.
Yes,
he's in
it
my
is
aura of
a.
despair.
It is in fact a crit success.
2 insanity.
Yeah, he's frightened 2.
Insanity.
And you see my
Shucks,
take
shucks.
a deep breath as he becomes frightened as I use invigorating fear. As I gain either 3 temporary
Oh, he
hit
gets to
points
learn
or
his
whatever
levels,
level
sweet.
he is.
We get to learn his level. Let's go.
What level is he?
You gain 6 temporary hit points.
6
Ooh,
temporary
that's
hit
hello.
points. There we go. Yep. Then
Yeah, so you
I
just
will
you just face you meet his gaze, and yeah, your stature seems to grow in his eyes, and you're almost like a battle of the eyes. You see him like look away.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, just because I know this mechanically, if someone force movements from on either party
Base
releases
as
the
grab,
grapple,
yes.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, good. In that case, I would just strike him, and I would just scream out, "Get him off me!" As I will try to simply slash him.
Ooh, nice.
Okay,
That's
Is it
what he
him
was.
or her? It's him. Yeah, it's him.
it's a him.
Yeah.
Yes.
13.
Probably it was silver.
If only it was
Oh,
silver.
Oh my
I
god.
do have a
silver's
silver sheen
crit,
potion,
probably.
but
That's not a crit. Wow. I know it's only no. That's
I have
17.
21
Even
AC. and
even
he's
with a
level
frightened 2, it is not a crit now.
9. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean,
for
level 6,
13
you know.
slashing damage.
Yeah, it's true.
Yep.
Oh, he takes all the same.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Sweet. Okay.
And then I'll raise my shield.
Physical 7. Yeah, so yeah, the slash still does it's still effectual as you would expect it. Yes.
Sweet.
That's
And
my
then you raise
turn.
your shield. That's your turn. All right, Ostion. Before you can
What?
react,
It's so fast.
you get jumped. This
motherfucker.
the spawn like on all fours bounds towards you.
I could have been doing the shield activation activity if they've got to do the. If my what's it well.
Would you be casting a spell?
I mean, we saw them going to open up the cellar, right?
Yeah, you could have made your preparation.
Everyone
That's
else
true,
got
yeah.
to draw their
Exactly,
weapons.
yeah.
So.
You could have
Yeah,
like
I
done a
think you-
preparatory spell for sure. Yeah.
Wait, I'll drag that on. Yeah, I'm not like casting a big spell, but like a one action sort of thing I could do as a character.
Yeah, it's quite clear with the arcane barrier that comes
Yeah,
up with
exactly,
it, you're defending yourself. All right.
Fast.
So
Man, it's not gonna roll low initiative though when that guy's gonna jump me.
does
Hopefully.
they're not that
25 is
fast.
not
Does
low.
take 2 actions still.
Ah, sweet.
I roll low. I said.
Oh, you rolled low, yeah.
Because I would get an opportunity attack when this guy jumps me if I had a reaction, but I don't have a reaction because I'm gonna take a turn.
That's sad. Maybe they did roll lower than but we don't know.
Yeah, we have to
Um,
roll nat 1 and like have less initiative whatever.
And it tries to rend you.
Rend me? What? You only have one action. That's what I meant. Ah, I don't think it.
Ooh,
No.
not a crit, not a crit.
Okay,
But
sweet.
it does. Ooh, I just did roll crit damage on accident. Let me just reroll
Yeah,
it.
to get rid of that.
Okay, for 9 damage as yeah.
You know
just-
what? I'm not having enough. I'm not getting enough actions to fucking shield this fight. So I choose to just break the shield like over him to reduce it by all the damage.
All right, yeah. So you just hold out your skeletal hand as the claw tries to like rend your bone and like destroy it. Your clavicle. You just like push forward the arcane barrier and it just get buffeted a little bit and
Exactly.
into your face.
Get off.
And it is your turn.
Okay. To begin with, Ostion will be nice to Mai, and because I actually have a one-action push spell I've never got the chance to use. Insanity. How did she know that as a telekinesis I always have kinetic ram ready, which has a one-action target creature within 15 feet, which is perfect.
You summon a ram. That's crazy.
Exactly. I gather some kinetic energy and focus it in a line to like shove him away from Mai. Just like point the staff at him and like he like
Fort
heads
save.
like
Nice.
flies towards.
All right, yeah. It is a success.
Ah, fuck. Then it's fine.
Does it do anything on a success? Is it really-
No, it's not. It's pretty sad. Alright, well, I tried. I tried it.
Yeah.
And then.
Oh, yeah, you still have.
What
actions.
happened, Jack? Relax. Yeah, I don't think.
I think
I
I think I have a hero point also for trying to.
Trying to help, right? That's what
Trying to
heroes
help
do.
like that,
Then I will stop messing around with focus point saving and amp a telekinetic rend. And due to me amping it, it adds a third 5-foot burst to the area. So I will target each of them in a 5-foot burst. So
Wow.
first time casting it at a heightened power, the air. I like to. It's like 5-foot bursts all over this church. I guess like stuff starts flying around, pretty crazily.
Yeah, it is quite empty where you are right now. It seems to be like intentionally be a empty area, but like next to this spawn that's still like behind. He's quite next to the podium and like one of the lounging chairs. So as you like rent this area,
I even try to get more to chair as I can if possible, if accidentally, of course.
Maximize that.
But I will put the burst in the way that causes most damage to the surroundings as possible.
Okay.
Yeah. So it now does.
So that's some port saves.
Yeah. I guess you can roll the 3 crit successes. I don't need to bother rolling damage.
A failure. Failure and a failure. Oh my god. They were so close to 3 successes, but they all failed.
3 failed, that's sweet.
Good roll damage. Ooh, good damage.
16, some bludgeoning, some slashing makes it.
Alright, let me double check if.
The vampire combo might be have to against physical.
Some bludgeoning, some slashing. So there's separate instances of damage, right?
You deal. This much slashing and this much bludgeoning, yes.
Yeah, the way that's like resistance always. Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, these spawns, their body is hardy and tough. Like recently risen. They are quite tough and resist a lot of it. So let me double check. So that is.
It was 5 bludgeoning and 11 slashing.
Is this magical bludgeoning and slashing?
Yeah, for the way it works. If it's like weapon damage, it's not weapon damage.
Yeah. So you see the tabaxi is more affected. In response to this this mongrel jumps for you, Crow. Bounce.
Unfortunate.
No regard for Maya. She's tied up with the Battle of Blades. Ooh, and you also see as it bounces close, you see some of the wounds that were just inflicted on it start to heal.
Monko. I don't like that.
It's-
How do you take care of Dan? You know how to do this, mine, right?
Fucking OP
You
vampires.
know how to do this, right, mine? You know how to stop this, right, mine?
I mean, Crow hasn't acted. I'm sure Crow knows everything about this guy.
That's true. You know everything.
Opening way too many things. Go blinds.
Shouldn't they have one be a bit hurt still? I'm so confused about the fact that it sometimes says barely hurt and stuff like that, and sometimes it just stops.
Yeah, it's fucking. I don't know why there's much of it on the
It hits and deals you 7 slashing damage.
Okay, now it works. Reload the page.
Alright, but that is its turn as you get struck by one of its fearful hands.
Crow then has a good, now that he has time to actually react to see what's happened, he has a good look at this vampire spawning in front of him as he goes for exploit vulnerability.
Okay, it's a success.
Nice.
So on both fronts, so you know this to be a vampire spawn. They are like risen obviously by a stronger vampire. Let me see. This specific creature, the way it's moving fast, it has an ability that's it can catch people off guard. So if you're not ready for it, they deal more damage to you. Otherwise they have a lot of the abilities and disadvantages that vampires also have. Like they can drink blood. They are resistant to most normal blades except for silver. Is there anything else you would know? No.
No opportunity, right?
Would I know how to like stop the regeneration?
No, you know that vampires, if they go into another form, sometimes they can lose the ability to heal themselves, but it's really hard to stop it until they're destroyed.
Okay.
So we destroyed them. Easy.
Well, in that case, Crow tells silver is the key to defeating a vampire. And then he is going to stride.
The box to see my like rolling her eyes and the
Vampires hate the sun! Like next time on Lessons with Crow.
And I mean, obviously, Crow would choose as a bonus the way to like go opacity resistance that he knows.
Yeah.
Of. Then
Draws
from
us
here,
flashlights.
from here he then it's like, well, when you shoot them when you shoot them between the eyes, that also works.
It's usually quite effective.
like most things. When their brains are detached from their bodies, it's
It didn't work for me.
Yeah, but like Crow shoots at the between the eyes, it works as a silver because Crow's so confident in it. And then he goes for a shot at this guy.
Ooh, critical hit.
That is
Let's
a
fucking
crit,
go.
As it like turns towards you, you just wait for the perfect moment to back up your words, and it launches itself between the eyes.
Ooh,
Jesus Christ! All right, it doesn't quite destroy it,
What?
but oh wait,
part of its face just fucking
Yeah.
No, I don't think the weakness would trigger. I think the bypass resistance is what you chose.
Yeah, I bypassed the resistance. Yeah.
bypass resistance. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it does get fully.
weakness.
It's fully
okay.
added.
Yeah, I mean, if it did it have a weakness that I knew?
No, exactly. So that's
Okay.
why you can do this now to bypass the resistance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, I could always choose it instead of it if I wanted to. I actually do know the number as well.
You do know the number? Yeah, that's physical 5. So
Okay.
you had guessed correctly.
Makes sense with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then it makes more sense to take the flat damage boost I would get from weakness. I've chose as generic weakness, and that is 3 actions.
Very nice. Yeah, have a hero point as you or just become this vampire slayer. All right. So having grabbed you, this tabaxi.
I don't hear music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Music.
Big-
That
yeah,
was
so-
you, though.
No, yeah, for me it was
should be
music,
back
that's
now.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was running concurrently with
Okay, so
with
you
Crow's
muted
music,
it.
so I muted it for a bit.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it steadies its gaze back on you and tries to. Yeah, while you're in his grasp, it does try to drink your blood.
Nah, but vampires are terrible tasting blood, right? It doesn't work.
So make me a. No, sorry. This requires an athletics check against your fortitude DC.
yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be like a living creature, man. That's fucking busted. Crazy shit. I mean, I'm guessing it doesn't, but it's just nah. Makes
That might be actually a thing. Yeah, that does sound like a thing I could do.
No,
Mine doesn't even say
it just has to have blood, so you would count.
Ah, so I don't count. Sweet shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it even says like the things that don't have blood don't take bleed damage and shit like that.
Yeah. Cool. So what is your fortitude DC?
It's 10 plus the modifier, right?
Yeah.
So 22.
Yeah, it's not a spell, so.
22, you said.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a crit success.
Ooh,
Son of a bitch.
ooh. Equal to fight the monk.
But I don't think a crit
Even
success
with
does anything differently.
Oh,
Okay.
good use of a
Fine.
high roll.
Luckily.
Let's go.
So yeah,
Let's
so
go.
you become drained 2, so I'll drag that on, as you feel like the life
Oh.
essence that is
Drained 2? Yes.
that is like like keeping you alive, like in your state, like not alive, but like
Yeah.
in your undead nature, gets sapped away, and it does heal
Yeah.
from it. And then it looks over towards you, Crow, and says, "You had seen the lights. You can join our cause if you wish." And his eyes grow red again and tries to charm you once more. Give me a will save.
Will save, huh? You'll take.
If it's a normal charm, you have a +4 to this.
It is
But
not.
it's not. Okay, how sad.
Why would I have like +4 for normal?
Normal
Oh,
charm. Normal charm has a +4.
Okay, yeah,
if people have
but
done
I
like
think
offensive
I'll
things.
keep that.
Yeah,
save.
can't be rolling out 11. That's crazy.
Yeah, also like now,
Oh.
like with my boost as well, the DCs that guy had, that should be okay.
Does it?
Oh my god, really?
Okay.
Wait, did I reduce the frightened correctly? Oh no, that goes down at the end of his turn.
Next
yeah.
turn.
Yeah, so that's bang on success.
Ooh, easy. Good
So
fight,
yeah, so you feel like your vision fade away, and his eyes fill your vision. The red glow, like, trying to draw you in. You manage to shake the effect. You're aware of like what they're trying to do, and you ward yourself mentally, like thinking on to keep your own body. So you are in fact not dominated, but you do become stunned one as you like trying to fight off its effects.
Okay, stun one is just -1 action, right, on next turn?
Exactly. Yeah, on your next turn. All right, that is its turn.
I can't be asked to
I
get
will
the condition.
attempt to wrestle out of his grip.
Does grab doesn't end actually? If they don't.
The grab does.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Sorry,
Oh yeah, he needs to
yeah,
keep
yeah.
doing the
Uh,
grapples
da-da-da.
for the grapple to continue.
So you can move the grabs.
And it
Austrian,
stays fighting 2, right? This is in your order, or can it can't be reduced below 1?
No, it's
or-
frightened 1.
Oh, okay, so it can't.
It cannot be reduced below 1.
Austrian, your physical damage will be impeded if you can't make it server. resistance.
My after she wrenched herself off the grip, she turns around a bit and tries to kill the
Take out the bit back.
Yeah.
Oh, you
yeah, I
didn't kill
can't.
the spawn. It's gonna die when it attacks me.
He is attacking this. Oh, but
I am
what if it doesn't
attacking
attack you? What if it just attacks Mai?
Might have
It's gonna move over to flank Mai, right?
But I mean, so far it's completely ignored. Like,
So far, the one turn is out. Yeah, true.
Okay, that didn't work. I'll just intimidate this one. That's next to Ostion.
Oh, there you
Okay.
Can't. Why must I roll so badly?
He was so bad willed over.
I
I feel like with everything that's happened, with how you've been handling the
I raised
situation,
my shield.
I should have granted you a hero point as well, Mai.
Thank you.
So if you,
Oh,
No,
should use on the first attack.
not for this one, but I'll raise my shield.
the rogue in front of you, Osion, tries to now that the barrier is gone, tries to get close and rend the skeleton.
Nunca? No. I'm a very fragile backline caster. Please stop.
Let's see. Yes. So it tries to. Actually, does it? Yeah, no, it does. It does. So
I drink my blood.
There
Get
we
back, sucker. No blood.
let's see. That
I
is
mean, it's
a
also
hit.
targeting group.
Hmm?
Oh wait, I should roll public now because you
Yeah.
figured out what they are.
What is pretty good at
Or
that. The target there is Crow, technically, because
It still just hits me.
yeah.
or 12 damage.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
And then
Yeah, so we
it
don't
keeps on
rely
the
on
assaults.
Keeps on the assault. Don't keep on the assault. Stop the assault. Why don't you stop the assault, my friend? Oh, you keep rolling your
For
flank.
another hit. Yeah, that's right.
You got to reroll. You rolled it blind. That works, yeah.
For 8
Okay.
damage.
Okay.
And then...
Trained only does minus HP, right?
And then, yeah,
minus
like,
max and minus HP. I think.
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. Yes.
and there's something about your... Like your reaction, like, or your inability to react like a normal living person would, that it like snarls at you in frustration and then starts like jumps up here to swarm my
Bunker, flank bunker. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
It's always
But
good
Good,
to
good.
have.
Just walk away from me, walk away from me. Okay, I will unleash my psyche. I am very angry these things are so resistant to my abilities. It does not fill me with joy.
all right, yes. You unleash your psyche, and while you're expecting a vision to surround you, you do see the magical emanation swirling you, but it coalesces like on your upper arm, like close to your shoulder, is you see like like inscribing, like almost like a symbol or a word. You don't innately know what it means, but yeah, you do realize as you started for just a moment in this chaos that it's the same language that you heard before in your visions.
Okay. Wait, but inscribed like on what I'm wearing, not on my skin. Or
Is it inscribed on your? Are you wearing anything?
no, but I mean I don't know if
No,
in the vision.
in this vision you're not wearing anything. No, it seems to be
Okay,
on your
sure.
on
I'm
your
still a
skin, on
skeleton
your
in
bone.
this vision.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
exactly.
yeah, okay, sure. Okay, cool. And then Ostion, fucking, is kind of pissed. He's not a big fan of Tabaxi, and he doesn't seem to be resisting my stuff as much as any others. So I focus my attention on him, and I will shoot strike to get rid of this cover for and to hopefully hit. I try to.
He should have healed as well.
No, Jacob, relax. We can't go back in time. These things happen. We make mistakes, and we
can, and I did, bitch.
Target him with true strike, and I am a telekinetic projectile of slashing damage. Magical slashing damage, of course.
Alright.
There's a hope.
What is amp? Just more damage with that?
Way more
Way more damage.
damage.
Perfect.
Way more damage.
Way more.
So 16 and a 1.
One
That's a
was the
good
first one. That was a good use of
Good to strike.
For
Alright. Ooh,
26 damage. 26.
This was with the
slashing
cleaver,
damage.
or sorry, what did you use?
Yeah, with the cleaver. Let's slash him with the cleaver. The classic cleaver.
Yeah, as you see like this battle of blades, like my sword trying to like be parried by the rapier, like it just catches in the shoulder, and you hear like a yelp, like, "Ah!" As it parries itself deep.
Sweet bad. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Wait, so that is still that's completely magical damage. This one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And then
I'm not allowed
this
to use
one.
silver cleavers for it, so they have.
Yeah. Okay. This. Yeah. As you're now surrounded by snarling vampires on both sides, they try to take you down, almost like take you to the ground. So they try to trip you.
Ooh.
Okay.
Let me see
You gotta roll
if
the
they're
public check.
successful.
Gotta roll that public.
Alright,
Then I guess my
so-
reflex, do you see?
Yeah.
Your reach is not good, right? Because you're like,
My reflex is not great now.
But they're gonna roll
What
really
can I
shit. Don't worry
see?
about it.
their athletics probably not gonna be amazing. They like look more dexterous.
We'll see what they roll.
Ooh.
They roll a
They roll
14.
like
It's
that.
not pretty bad. Yep.
Pretty
It's
good.
not a crit success, but it's a success.
Yeah. So so as your attention is on this guy that just rushed like from in front of you, behind you, just sweeps your leg, and you fall to the ground with your heavy
bitch.
plate
There we go.
blocking it. and then it starts like trying to get at your flesh. So target you instead of Ostion.
Now, no chance.
So that's the -4.
Yeah.
15, no
miss.
chance, and then
This 8.
he's insane, yeah.
And
We missed by 2, he's insane.
But it's by 2, easy. You already done properly, yeah, okay.
You should have
so
gone to bed, right, Jacko?
thank you.
I know, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm just chill out.
why
Kill
does it
us
say
all by saying
AC
that.
23 instead of 22? Or even 21, like...
It does say it should be down to 21 because you're flat footed.
Yeah, normally it's 23.
Oh yeah, because I added 21 to my... Yeah, I'm flat, yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, so I just click along at you still have your shield in place, and
Yeah. So technically, I haven't done the shield thing yet, so I technically have 1 more AC, but it doesn't matter. They miss.
Okay. Crow. Well, is not wise to ignore me, and goes for.
You only have 2 actions, remember?
Yeah, the 2 actions. That's just 2 shots. I think is what I'm going to do basically. Crow is
just let
going.
him heal
to-
either one back.
Yeah, Crow is gonna first shoot at the count. Thing.
Wait, you heal both of them? That's not fair, Jack.
Well, that guy didn't heal when
Sure he
you
did.
should have.
No, it did.
Actually, no, with the heal, yeah. Crow's just gonna shoot this guy first and try to kill him. For sure.
Alright, you try to finish the job.
Yep.
Oh my
God.
God, so good! The vampire killer!
Fucking shoot him in the face, like part of its skull gets ripped off and just shoot him in the brain.
Yeah, exactly.
Ignore him.
Yeah, and that's just like, the head gets blasted apart, and finally the frenzy stops, and he just like lays motionless on the ground.
Yeah, there's nothing really good one action I can do with this guy. How close is the other one? At this point. 30 feet. 30 feet is intimidation range, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 30 feet range, is the...
Yeah. Crow will intimidate this one then. Well, 1 down, 1 to go, and then the prize.
Mhm.
Oh, that's bad roll though.
Yeah, not the most.
He's too feral to understand what you mean.
Yeah,
I guess.
right.
Exactly, yeah, he's not really paying attention to such
But not too
silly
feral
things as
to
words.
reduce it by 4 so it's a crit fail. You know? Let's not. Oh wait, nothing even happens on it. Demoralize him.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
Alright, that is your turn.
Yep.
Let's see.
Count.
The count.
You know, with the shield up and his
The
fear
stun
one,
one,
it's essentially
should-
like not having my
removed,
shield
right?
up and
That's
his
No,
attacking
yeah, stun
me.
one's removed. It's stunned for 1 action. Unless Jaco said it's like stunned 1 for 1 minute, in which case, fuck, that's a good ability.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it's as you're on the ground, it tries to like pierce the armor with the rapier.
Yeah.
So
And remember that I have 1 more AC than it says.
Okay. Oh, I rolled a public. Oops.
Oh. No.
I'll make a private just so you don't see the actual
Yeah,
stats. But
exactly.
yeah, it does hit.
You think I haven't got it logged in memory
How much?
banks already?
I rolled that public again for 13.
You think I don't have it in the weapons?
Wait, can you keep that for a bit? Yes,
Sure.
I
So we can
can.
click damage.
Yes, I can click damage and see if it works.
Hmm?
It did, but I should also take 4
Use
less.
your
So,
reaction again.
yeah, I'm gonna use my reaction to take 4 less damage.
And then it looks upon you, Osio, and says, "Well, what of you? Your mind seems more easily broken."
Oh fuck.
As it tries to gaze into your
Dude,
sights.
I fucking stare, you fucking shitting me, dude.
Make
What
me-
the
yeah.
fuck?
Make me will
out.
save.
Fucking dare you, you piece of shit. You think my mind is broken? Oh fuck you.
Is that a crit success when you roll check?
That might very well be a crit success, right? Because of
Probably
the...
not. My spell DC is 21. So.
But he's
Not quite a
feared,
crit
you know?
success, no.
Oh.
But yeah, so you do become stunned 1, but you just shake it off. And it's he just like looks clear, and he like lodges it out of like his shoulder and throws to the ground. That is its turn. Oh, it should have healed again.
Nah, it's Jack. I'm afraid you keep missing. You know what I mean?
Mai gets back on her feet.
Get knocked down. But I get up
And,
again.
and will keep slashing at the couch.
Right?
Ooh, nice.
Uh,
Wow, yeah.
for 13.
For 13. Yes, he takes a blow.
Then,
Yeah, you see
screw it.
Would you
I'll
like-
give him another slash.
step into him.
Oh.
Yeah, lucky.
Yep,
Grunts
that's
in
my turn.
pain, but then parries a second, making it slide past his side. This spawn, I believe, it's just try to bring you down as well. Not tripping, but like trying to
Oh, okay.
claw you.
Ah,
Nice.
Eh.
Missing. This one. Yes, it jumps back at you while still. While it's in the air,
this is
just
not
like,
working. Let's fucking.
yeah, it's like the skeleton was better than this, you know. You see the thought process, and while it's in the air, it tries to like knock off your skull.
He's trying to knock off my skull, you fucker! Get off my skull!
For which skull is it aiming for?
Oh, that hits by 0.
Oh, that's.
The one on top of his neck. For 12 damage.
Okay, I'm getting a little dodge back here.
Bit of healed as well. It is your
So
turn.
uninjured.
Okay. This one's uninjured, whatever. Ocean fucking hates this goddamn tabaxi. Fucking charming me, doing all this fucking shit. I will use my last focus point to amp a final telekinetic projectile using all my energy up
shit,
before the
find out.
unleash runs out. Yeah, near death, but I still want to do that. The vent is too. Vent? No, fuck it. Telekinetic projectile. All my psychic energy into one.
Alright, yeah. You lift it off the ground.
Ooh, natural 13.
That is a hit.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, I was considering hoping. Thank God he said it was a hit. Nah, of course 24 is a hit. That'd be insane. How could that not be a hit? Okay. Yeah, so it was absolute damage, which should be correct.
Ooh,
27,
nice.
just like trying to cutting off the head with the hatchet. I'm not, I don't know this power to death. It definitely wasn't Osteon.
The hatchet like buries deep within the neck. Doesn't quite get fully
Shit.
like decapitated, but you can see like it's like nearly hallucinating in Harry Potter. You know, it's like hanging by a thread.
It needs one final one to get through, right? You can finish it.
I mean, just needs to stay.
And
Good
and
stay
as
to the helmet.
as it does that, yeah, you see the form starts automatically turn into a smoky form.
Okay. That is my turn, because I was stunned. So then
He has to
at the
miss
end,
the escape.
at the end, my unleash ends, and I look pretty fucked.
You
What does the
see,
mist? What does the mist count as at this point? Like, is it just the?
it's still a creature you can
concealed?
target.
Okay.
You know this is one of the forms where it is. Oh no, sorry, that's not what I meant. So yeah, you. Yeah, so this is actually one of the forms where it can't heal right now, but it can, like, it's still conscious, like the vampire consciousness is still within it, and it would have to go back to its coffin if it has one, to regain corporeal form.
So if you kill.
So we have
kill-
defeated it. If
Yeah.
Basically, yes, you have defeated this catfolk exactly. But you do see the other vampires down for the count that you had like blasted his head almost clean off, but you do see his eyes open and jumps back up, healing a little bit. And as it like starts going for a strike against you, Mai, you hear a voice come from the podium. No, down! Dog, playtime is over for you. And it's just like, kind of like it starts backing away almost immediately.
Yeah. But the first one we haven't defeated yet just keeps going, I'm guessing.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Oh. Grow then sees that guy. Apparently we can choose the vampire count and look at their body, like loot and whatnot, technically. We could loot
Yeah, open up his loot. Yes, you
Oh,
go.
yeah, we can open it, okay.
Drag it in. I drag it in. Drag it in.
If you want to take an action to pick up the rapier, you would be my guess.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is this a normal plus
Crow.
one rapier? Which kind of
Yeah,
say?
sucks, man.
Okay, Crow then looks at this last vampire thing. And that's a good old pistol duel at him. Who's this pistol towards him?
16.
Yeah, it's not paying attention to just like blast it in
Wait,
the
this
side.
is your. This is a
Pistol
deception.
12. This is
Oh,
this
sorry.
fake.
Oh, it's not an attack. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
So it's not.
Fake.
Yeah.
eight. Huh?
So it's definitely successful. So it's flat-footed against you. Okay.
Yeah, it's not critical success. Just normal.
Nothing happens, right? You faint.
What
Well,
level
if you
is
succeed,
this?
the foe is played against your melee and range attacks.
It should be crit success as like by a paranormal thing, which is it's against all attacks. Because that doesn't just really specify time, which is weird.
Okay.
Like that
If you
thing
see the
there.
foe. Okay, yeah. So I guess it means it's implying like the success and critical success is like those, but with the.
Normal thing. Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's normal.
It is
normal.
not quite a crit success.
Oh, unfortunately. Okay, then he goes for the first shot. And this still gets the other things. Because, wait, why didn't I... How many shots have I shot? It should still have ammo, right?
3, I think.
Yeah, 3
Yeah,
or
okay.
4,
Yeah.
but definitely not 6.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm gonna... I definitely have the wrong cartridge put in
Maybe
the character
4.
there.
Twice.
Yeah, maybe 4.
I think 4. Yeah, you shot the
Oh,
first one
this is my
twice, and
third
you
turn.
shot.
This is my third turn, right? I've
Yeah,
only
you
shot
shot
one.
2. No, you
I've shot only 2 though, then, because I've only shot 1 per
You
turn.
definitely shot one. No, you shot more than once a turn.
I think it's
sure.
more.
No,
The
I
first time
just shot
you-
twice and crit twice. That's all I've done.
No, you missed the other guy on the second shot at the second.
Oh yeah, that's 3 shot.
The
Yeah,
guy-
yeah.
Yeah, 3. So this is
The
your
fourth,
next
I
shot
think.
is your 4th shot.
Wait,
Cool.
missed what guy? What guy
You
did I
missed
miss?
the count. You crit the other guy, and then you tried to shoot the count, and you missed.
No,
Yes,
No,
100%.
I intimidated this one.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he did. He did intimidate. Yeah,
Yeah, I
he shot.
remember
He
you-
shot, crit, and intimidated,
Okay, weird.
and failed the intimidating.
Weird.
Yeah, that was the 2 actions I had last turn. So I've only
Yeah,
shot
yeah.
twice. I probably have my magazine with 2 shots.
Yeah,
Spells
yeah,
with
because
magazine with 6
crit
spells in.
damage and then intimidate check.
Okay,
So
okay.
that's on the stun turn. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let's try again. This time with the corrupt. Then
12.
Ooh,
Nice.
It's a hit.
Still no crit, sadly.
And crit every attack.
Right?
Can't crit every attack. Can try though.
You could,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Man, I did slave it, so insane.
It is pretty fucking nuts when you're fighting
Plus
vampires.
4
'cause you
damage,
get
yeah.
double. It's like double against vampires.
Pretty
Cool.
fucking insane.
And then he goes for the second shot. This time it's not that
What
good, I guess.
is Undead Slayer just an un?
It's plus 1 per weapon die against undead.
But what
for
kind of
vampires,
bonuses?
For vampires, it's doubled.
What
It's
kind of bonus is
circumstance.
it?
Circumstance.
Circumstance bonus. Okay.
So that, like, I don't have many circumstance bonuses damage, so it's pretty good.
And what's your implement bonus then?
I think
item?
that's gonna be status. Yeah, implement's gonna be status.
Yeah, the implement bonus is. I don't even have a status. I seem to remember just untyped.
Oh yeah, my implements empowered is just a general. It's just nothing. It's
Oh,
like-
okay. That's okay. That's so
Yeah.
much bonus damage. So nice.
Yeah. Like this class is all about stacking the bonus damage. And then he goes for the map -4 attack.
Ooh, I saw that 18, but sadly.
Yeah, 18 would have been
Not
great.
quite. Yeah, as you like hit it inside, you see as the side gets blasted wide open, it just turns into a direction and managed to like jump out of the way of the second bullet.
Okay.
Anything else? That was you, right?
Yeah, that's 3 actions.
So the mist start traveling into the towards the.
You should
second
remove it.
door.
Oh, I guess it's about to be fine, so flat-footed can stay. Should lose the default.
Yeah, Maya's going to take a step.
Also, you're not flanking like a bro with his staff.
Yeah.
So ready to smack it.
And then she is going to smack it with her sword.
Gotcha. Ooh,
That's-
yeah.
Seems like
It's
a
getting
hit.
ganged up now.
Nice.
Let's
That's
see.
16, and then
Does seem quite hardy still, but
I will just keep going. I think, yeah. Oh, natural 5. Turn.
Alright, let me... It doesn't much of a concept of how hurt you are, Alcyon, I would think, so... I'm gonna roll a
How can you
d3.
know? I'm just
1
rolling.
is Crow, 2 is my, 3 is Alcyon. Yeah, as you like strike it in the back,
Aims attack.
also you can see like the swords like come through the part of the body. It turns to you and tries to get at you.
Yeah.
So it's just ba-bam.
Oh,
Oof.
Definitely a normal hit on me.
yeah, that's
Good thing you're taking the damage.
13. I take 9 because I'll use my thing.
Then it grabs you.
Seen this before.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, here I
And
go
then
again.
tries to rend you once more. As you are now locked in
Oh,
place.
Jesus.
Yep, hits me again.
Hits. Oof.
Ooh.
For another 13.
Jesus.
13.
Heals a little bit as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, and you hear this like from the podium. Come now, the kennel is almost closed. Finish it.
You're one step behind
Alright,
on the
Ostion.
round counter.
Yeah, so I kind of like, I need more. And I will use an action to regain a focus point as I kind of draw like power from the skull. Like, just like, make these 2 actions to give me more power. And even in like, the state where like my mind is like basically, not functioning anymore, I still try to amp even with the flat check who gives a shit. Another
Yeah, you hear the
projectile
skull
of the
saying,
guy.
let's see what I can give.
And I will do the flat check. Easy shit. And then I will, even though this unleashing isn't everything, It's a lot, but not everything.
Okay.
Cool,
Natural
cool,
13.
cool.
Yeah.
Strikes it.
But
That's a
24. It is, like
Yeah.
it's magical typing, but I think that's still what you
Not
should know. So
silvered.
yeah. Not silvered.
It's
It's impossible, it can't be silvered.
So that means it did this amount of damage.
19.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty
Near
good. That's pretty good. And yeah, that's my turn. 1 action to regain the focus point, and then 2 actions spell.
This guy is no longer a participant.
Oh, he pushed target away from me. I guess I can't right now. I completely forgot it when I hit the other guy. It's so sad. I feel like pushed him away.
Oh. Yeah, I think that's
Always
what
forget
I was
that.
referring to.
yeah. I think that's the main thing Maya was referring to.
Yeah, but I could have done it with the cool cigarette check. Another opportunity for it.
Yeah.
Crow, it is your turn.
Crow. Does another feint? Yeah, feint can you can always just feint. Yeah. Crow does another 12 at it.
Yeah. You only have 1 shot left anyway, so.
Make it count.
let's go.
Ah.
Now it's a crit.
What does the crit do?
It's
all attacks.
on to
So-
my end of my next turn.
All attacks permanently.
Alright, just
And
make
your
it
next
count.
I have 2 attacks left actually. Because
Oh,
I've only, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because we.
Oh, who needs? Oh, the flat-footed. Oh,
Another
baby.
crit.
Yay!
Jesus Christ.
Flat-footed. Woof. Ooh, we definitely do that 28 damage. How much HP was it on? Let's see it go down.
2 damage.
2 damage. Let's go.
Crow is
The fact
definitely
that
going to be a
you have
proper
plus
attack
8
player.
from your stuff and then just plus 16 just base damage.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
that's like the nuts part about this whole thing. And when I get the plus 2 status damage, like always, ooh, that's plus 10 against vampires.
Yeah.
Crow Helsing over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this, you blast them away. It like, the body like rolls over, a few feet, and you hear like clapping coming from the stage as
Well,
the
finishes the whole thing with twirling his pistol and putting it back into the sleeve in his.
Yeah,
Oh, and then
my
like smoke for the snare if he took.
my sheaves her sword and puts a hand on her on like her neck where she got bitten, and you like heals her. Does the touch of corruption on herself. Healing for 18.
Sure looks pretty dumb. Eventually, I stopped looking so dumb.
yeah, and you hear him say, "Ha, that was a fine performance for ones that you could normally call civilized. There is a barbarity within you I can respect." As he jumps back off the stage again and walks towards you. Looks at you, Mai. Says, I am a gentleman. I do not go back on my word. But he kind of looks at the corner to where the richest person is standing. If you feel like Urgathoa doesn't bring you enough, if you wish to see more slaughter and blood, there is a place for you amongst my consort.
I believe I've yet to see what all that Urgathoa has to offer. And I thank you for the invitation.
Your heart already taken, gives you a wry smile. Alright, the invitation stands. He claps once more, turns back to the mist form. Says, "Ah, you cut off my right hand. How dare you?" He has some servants bring something to the table next to the church walls, and out is splayed a map you guys have seen like in various shops around Great Urchin Gap. It is a map of Gap itself. You can see this map has a little bit more detail on the forest. It seems larger in this interpretation of it, and he says, with what you've shown, perhaps you'll be just fine. The woods are scary, but not immune to being frightened themselves. Put on your mean face, I would say. And he grabs a...
It's got like big angry jaw, you know?
Take the black crayon. It's like
Exactly. Angry eyebrows now.
You put on like an angry skull
Exactly.
out of your collection. Yeah, and he grabs a feather, dips it in something, licks it, and you can see like it's red liquid, and he crosses something like a place in the woods and says, "This is the hut where Tavia resides. I do not know. It's been a long time since I've been. It might be off a little, but this area you will find it. Give her my regards."
We shall.
And yeah, you see the cross is quite deep into the woods, marked.
I was gonna ask.
It's not that far east, but far enough south that it's like in the middle of the forest depicted.
Okay, do we have like a... I wish we had a
yes, I
map
can-
that we can go to, like kind of
Ooh,
like a landing.
ooh.
Oh, I believe I can do this. Yeah, so this map is slightly different from the map that you already have.
Is it a journal map or a... Oh, perfect.
Alright.
Okay, is it like here or something?
I mean, It probably wears his Iron Tavius collar.
Oh, I didn't.
Yes.
I didn't see it. I didn't
And
see it.
they think Osceola's got the added. Oh man.
Oh, so it's a
Yeah,
grey
that's-
dirt
it's,
there. Where's
Yeah, so Grey Dirt in actuality is a little bit more removed. Like
This
to
is
the west,
more like a
right next to the
Corpselight, right?
exactly, yeah. So
Yeah.
you have west of this, where this would be the Shattered Foothills. They're barely on this map that is in front of you, and Grey Dirt is like on the edge of those hills. And Corpselight is actually where Grey Dirt is on this map. Yeah, so.
Okay.
Are
Makes
these
sense.
like the
So
farms we were seeing? I'm
uh,
curious.
don't charm and or at least like bad station, I haven't looked charm decision much. When an ally of the guy with charm you attacks you.
Oh, let me double
What's
check.
that
again.
color?
Whenever-
He did send people to attack you, so that seems
Yeah.
like a hostile action to me.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me double check.
We agreed to it.
Yeah, but still. I agree to fight to the death. It's not
also-
hostile in any way.
Yeah. I would
Yeah,
say,
it's not hostile.
yeah, I would say definitely with what's transpired as they basically ask you to like oppose him in this. Yeah, the charm wore off. You regain full control.
Well then.
Is it the kind of thing where you would know that you had been charmed on the breaks?
I think Crow definitely knows enough about the vampire lore
Okay.
that you know what happens.
That's
And
fair
some
enough.
self-reflection.
Well then. Is there any other advice on the things that we might encounter on the way? You said the forest. Forest is ready to kill.
Yes, there are many interesting things to be found. People say the border between our world and those that call themselves Fae are less there, more visitors. Some want to cause harm, some might not. I would not want to spoil the surprise. Clearly none of you have ever witnessed it, otherwise you would not heed in there.
We will do what needs to be done. If we agree to do it.
If you agree. Agree to whom?
What is it?
Agree with whom?
No, well, we agree in contract, I mean. We agree with someone who will work, we'll do the work.
Are you under the direct orders of Mrs. Haldoli on this?
Why would that matter?
Curiosity. He is a teensy little thing in making her home in the largest fortress Gep has to offer. So, it would make sense. She doesn't come personally.
She certainly does use others to do her bidding, usually.
A common
Okay.
trait with necromancers.
Yes.
So it is quite
Oh.
difficult to escape your master. Become one yourself, is my advice.
Perhaps in time.
Now, Mongrel, you are entertaining, but please, do exit my premises.
Of course, we shall.
Thank you for everything and the entertainment. And then Mai will walk out.
Yours just walks out without saying anything. No need to speak, of course.
Entertainment indeed, as he lifts himself back on the podium as you exit
Yeah,
the
like,
church.
you guys would know this, like, if you at all, like, have concept of, like, looking Crow's facial emotions or whatever, like, Crow does not like this guy. He is he's hiding it, of course, but like
Not very well.
he doesn't have the respect he has to the other people so far we've dealt with. Like, oh,
Good, good.
So far,
Join the
more-
no respect to anyone side. Yes.
Yes.
No respect to anyone. I agree.
Okay, you exit the church. You find yourself back on the plaza in Corpselight. It is, all things considered, you still have like a little bit of night left, but it might be best to spend the night here.
Let us
Well-
find somewhere to spend the light hours and then head to the forest.
I
Dusk.
agree.
Okay, yeah, you find.
Oh, I need
there's-
time to recover anyway.
There is
I
a
was
tavern that doesn't seem to see much like visitors from outside. Mostly locals. So if you wish to have lodging, it is 3 copper if you want floor space, or
What? Free copper, this
a
guy.
bed is 1 silver. And
Oh
the
yeah,
room
did
is
we
2 silver.
sleep anywhere else on the way here? Or was it one night?
No,
one
this is
night.
this is the next
Okay.
night.
How much was floor space, you said?
Free copper. The fucking rip off. I paid a free copper.
What was the
Yeah.
other one? 3 copper for
For a community, for a bed like in a community space is 1 silver, and if you want a private room, it is 8 silver.
8? Okay, rope definitely cost 8. So
It is technically you could like fit 2 people in there, so if you
Okay.
want to share the room.
yeah, does someone want to share a room on pay half?
Oh, if you're gonna spend 8 silver anyway, Mai will not say no to that.
I
She
mean,
will
like
not share the
spend
cost.
half. She like spend half.
Oh.
Okay, then she
cool.
spends the free copper on floor space.
Okay.
Interesting.
Beautiful.
You'll have
okay,
to
yes.
pay her to spend.
So you might heal us all off over the evening, I'm sure. right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
You spend some time mending the wounds.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Okay, anything else you want to do before the long rest?
No, I mean, you're gonna click the long rest button.
Nice.
No, I go to sleep. Half
Yeah.
You rest
I don't
during
think we need to do
the
anything.
hours of the high sun
Exactly.
until you.
It turns out I don't regain the current HP, so I guess I'll take an extra 10 minutes to heal myself. Get the focus point
Yeah,
back
yeah.
in the morning. Or in the dusk.
Okay, and then you wanted to get back on the road towards the woods, right?
We draw a straight line here to the cottage.
I mean,
Follow
I
that
think we
line.
would probably go
Follow
to here,
that.
and from here the cottage is what.
Follow this line. Straight line. Alright, whatever. We can
And
go
from what you
down
know
for a
about
second,
the
yes.
woods is that you're more familiar with the area closer to Corpselight.
Yeah, the outskirts
So
of the woods more as well.
yeah, it would be easier to navigate if you were to head directly south. You could also skip parts of the woods, like by going east first, but you would be less familiar with it, so it would be harder
So much
to.
further as well. Like an extra 20 something
Yourself.
miles. That's like an extra 2-3 days travel.
Yeah.
Assuming we travel. I mean, the wood isn't so. Is it so clustered that it would be slower to move through the wood than outside the wood? Or it's just like walking through a forest, but it's not like.
Now you know
forest it
that travel sometimes can get difficult with how
Depends on the
clustered it
area.
is and
Sure. Yeah.
twisted
Hotel
paths.
I'm as we like this is once we've like started walking and like left the
Yeah, you start
Corpselight
slowly leaving the town.
Yeah.
The back up.
So we are going
It's a
to
couple
you guys
hours
think
before
we
li-
take the forest road.
I would be more. I know the forest closest to Corpselight quite well, so I can take us part of the way to the cottage.
You also know she has servants in the forest. Perhaps some more time to find them or meet them would not be a bad thing.
If we go around and keep to the outskirts, I wouldn't be sure when when we should head south.
It's the plan
That's
just to go
fair.
to her cottage and kill her.
Currently,
I believe if she is up for discussion, we are I'm sure Berlina and I will, at least myself, I am curious to hear what the plan was. So if she's up for discussion, I would like to discuss with her.
Seemed even the vampire respected her strength.
Yes, I think it's respectful to handle the situation respectfully. I guess if we wanted to take the longest route, we could go to the south, right? And use the river as a marker to go north. That would be the least forest travel. But also...
We do not know even that is where she still is. He said it was roughly in this area.
True.
We may see more signs in the forest than along the river.
Possible. Mai is confident in the quickest route. Then we can take that.
Well, I'm just as unfamiliar. If we take any other routes, I would be just as unfamiliar with it than you. So yes, I would prefer to take the direct route.
Well, I'm not a forest traveler. I have traveled the world, but mostly on road. Both, and such.
Let's go.
We go.
So
As we get further actually out of any hearing range of any civilized people,
yeah, so
we
half
will
an
probably
hour to an hour. Yeah.
yeah, it's now when we have the chance, I wanna fucking kill that vampire as much as most others. I
He
do hate vampires.
is quite a savage individual, to be sure.
Well, frankly, if he doesn't represent himself in very special manner that you find in I would probably slay him where I would probably put him in the list like any other vampire.
No.
Not my
I wouldn't
favorite.
mind killing him.
Very well.
Might even be fun.
Let's put that on the list then when we get the opportunity. That would rustle us some. That would put up some talk of our power. Now, wouldn't it?
Yep. We
Okay.
head to the forest.
Cool. I'm debating ending the session here.
So that's would be fair.
Yeah, I think getting to the forest in the next session, cleanly, would be the best call. Yeah, so I'll say as you take on the road further south, you start seeing in the distance the dark canopy of Axon Woods. You start hearing the rustling of the feathers, almost like calling you home. And all of you see these woods as you start getting closer to the tree line. There is flowing past the tree trunks this eternal green energy that gets reflected by the moonlight, like past the trees, making it hard to see much beyond from where you are. Yes, and I think we'll deal with exploring the woods next session. Cool.
Nice.
Nice. That was fun. Some battling.
Yeah.
Pretty tough though. A good chance we lose that one, I think, actually.
Yeah,
I think
like
that'll
if
be
it wasn't
fun.
for all those crits, like fucking, we chunked
you
them
did
down
pretty
real
well.
good.
Well, I'm always with the current balancing 3 players with higher levels. I was
Yeah,
kind of
it's
worried, but
Yeah.
Like even if the vampire dude had like a striking weapon instead of just +1.
That isn't how NPCs work.
That's true.
Yeah, but also this wouldn't technically have been a battle to the death necessarily.
Oh, yeah.
Still,
Um,
we still could
Sadly,
have lost.
sadly,
You know?
sadly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and would have had to face the consequences. But no,
Yeah.
you guys did very well, and
Did all
let's
right,
see
we
where
did
you
all
compare
right.
next.
We did all right. Yes. I will see you all